on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. I'm so unbelievably excited about making this very video. Do you recognize the truck that I'm in by chance? Is that a giveaway at all? Oh, did I just say that? Ladies and gentlemen, it's an exciting day because as we're coming up to the end of the Titan DDG46 giveaway, we decided to splash in something special for the 4th of July, and that is 8-Ball 2.0. So now we've got in the flesh 8-Ball 2.0, aka DDG47, along with DDG46 that are now both up for grabs for the last few days of the Titan giveaway. Now I need to be explicitly clear about this so there's no confusion. 2 trucks, 2 prizes, 2 winners, 1 entry gets you entered for both, and not just 1 entry, but every 1 entry is 50 times entries. So effectively 1 entry gets you 50 times the multiplier for a chance to not only win that, but also for a chance to win that. So ultimately you're doubling your chance on truck ownership. And that being said, we have a lot to talk about, not with that truck, but with this truck right here. 3rd gen 5.9 Cummins quad cab short bed. This thing is an absolute beaut, and now it is up for grabs. Video just genuinely does not do the nature and the condition of this truck any justice whatsoever, and I can tell you that under these crystal clear blue skies, this red looks absolutely freaking incredible. Now, for those of you that don't know, I've coined this truck 8-Ball 2.0 as the successor of the oh so infamous 8-Ball single cab. This thing has been so much fun to me, but ultimately I ran out of room in my garage and I want to give one of you a chance to take this thing home because genuinely it is such a time machine, being it's almost 20 years old. It's a 2006 and we're filming this video in 2025. Coming up on 19 years old, and it is in such good shape that I want one of you to experience it for yourself. Now, that being said, today we're gonna talk about all of the mods, the long, lengthy list of modifications that are done to this truck, so that way you have a little bit of a taste of what this thing truly is and why it's so unique and special. Now, for those of you that have seen this truck on my YouTube channel or on my Instagram, we've made some minor cosmetic changes, most notably and most recently, the addition of the Alpha Rex headlights. They look absolutely freaking killer. LEDs on the top and the bottom, turn signal on the bottom, paint to match by Fillet Fast headlights, and they look absolutely incredible. You know what? I'll tell you, it's the exact modern touch that this old truck absolutely needed to just bring it up a little bit to modern spec, but fortunately, they don't come with any trade-offs whatsoever. And I'm so excited about the lighting. We've also got matching Alpha Rex tail lights, paint to match for this incredible red color with the multi-stack LED clear style lights. These things are bright and they also look just so right on this truck. All right, guys, so let's just kind of start on the front end of this thing. It's got a Laramie Sport bumper conversion. We've got the Laramie grille that actually is gutted so that way you can see the big old front mount intercooler. It's got a cowl hood on it that's been paint to match, and it gives this truck a very aggressive look from the front end. I absolutely love. Coming around to the side, paint match antenna mount, paint match 3rd gen mirrors, paint match window visors, paint match door handles, and the paint match carries all the way around to the back where this thing has been bumper deleted. A roll pan, which obviously completes the nature of the streamlined race truck look, and paint match tailgate handle, as you can see. Now, this truck, before I had bought it, actually had a stack, so if you win it and want to put a stack on it, you've got your access plate to do that, but right now it's got a very nice matte black 5-inch exhaust that comes right oh so perfectly off of the rear quarter panel. That being said, we do have a remote trans cooler in the bed of the truck because we'll get there in just a minute. But another really cool feature is on this thing, it actually has a paint matched bed liner. Not something you see typically, but I really like it because this thing is true paint to match from tip to tail. There's definitely one angle of the truck that looks incredible, and it is this one right here. Okay, so this truck has a very nice stance on it. It's actually dropped down. It's got fire punk adjustable coils in the front, and then in the back, we've got some Cal-Trax, and it has basically been reverse shackled to match the stance on the front end. So this truck sits perfectly level, and we're rolling around on a set of flat face, gloss black, American Force 22x12. I really think it's the perfect stance for this truck, and the best part is it has full turn radius, so you can use this thing just as hard as you can park this thing and make it look so good. Small tease with the inside of this truck is unbelievable, but I don't want to hold out on you guys. Let's talk a little bit about under the hood. Yes, this truck makes 1,000 horsepower and it is an absolute animal in every capacity. So right here, guys, you're looking at a 5.9 liter Cummins that has a 2nd gen ATS manifold married up to an S476 single fixed vane charger. This thing makes unbelievably godly sounds, which I'm sure you've already gotten to enjoy at this point in the video. The head has been fully built by King Speed and it's got a D&J Precision valve cover that is in raw aluminum form. That way you can keep this inline six nice and cool as you're pumping out all of these ponies. So if you're super enthusiastic about all the details, we will be putting them on the site if you choose to get entered for this and that. Don't forget about that one right there too. This blacktop is entirely too hot for me to get up under this truck, so you're gonna have to take my word for it, but it's got a fully built fire punk transmission that goes through a manual valve body. So you actually get the nature of truly driving this truck rather than just sticking it in D and going, which is a very fun experience without a question of a doubt, especially as you get very good with understanding how this thing works. I do not want to forget, on the other side of this truck, we have a Fast 165 to help supply all of that fuel from the tank, obviously, to the heart of this absolute beast. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and open up the doors for you guys real quick, just to demonstrate just how clean this truck truly is. Take a look down here, no rust. The rockers have no rust. We also have a set of fender liners in here, which is really uncommon for 3rd gens for some whatever reason. It's truly the byproduct of many very tedious owners that wanted to see this thing in its best and preserved form. It is unbelievably hot outside, so let's crank up the AC, shall we? You guys are gonna have to drop a comment and let me know below, but is there anything that sounds better than a 2nd gen swap Cummins? I just generally don't have a combating argument for that at all. Now, another really nice addition that we did to the truck was just to spice up the driving experience a little bit with this really awesome AZAA auto wheel. Now, I know the lighting might be a little bit hard to see, but it actually has red stitching to match the exterior of the truck. And it is the flat style wheel at the bottom. So it is not fully round. It's actually got more of that race truck feel. And then it's got the custom molded grip area right here where you can either grab here, or grab here, whatever it is that you're most comfortable with. And I'll tell you what, man, it really improves the overall driving dynamic of the truck. And the cool thing is it has this centerline red stitch right here as well. Doubled in Sony head unit, of course. You can come in here, connect your Bluetooth or your USB. We've got a fire extinguisher mounted up oh so conveniently. It was almost intended to mount right into this area here. Of course, this truck is full 4-wheel drive, so boosted launches all day, every day. And the nice thing about these older trucks, I'm telling you what, guys, these things are just oh so special in so many different ways. Of course, you've got seating for 5 comfortably or 6, as long as they're okay with this thing keeping them comfortable. So I know a lot of you are probably curious about how one of these work. And if you know how it works, then this isn't gonna be for you. But if you're not sure, I'm gonna walk you through how to shift with a full manual valve body. So right now, we are actually in 1st gear. I'm gonna run through it and then we're gonna go out for a small test drive. 1st gear, okay? 2nd gear, and then you have to pull the lever in to get to 3rd gear, and that is your final drive until you click your overdrive, which is right here. You're not gonna use the overdrive switch until you're at cruising speeds on the highway. And of course, all of this will be gone over with you if you win this truck in person, and maybe you can reference this video if you need a future tutorial. I don't wanna flip the top switch though. The top switch is lockout or lock up, call it what you will. That's the converter locking into its gear in my non-technical review. So if you wanna get into neutral, all you have to do is just push that up one more time. What comes after neutral as you're going up towards park? Reverse. Well, this little doohickey right here is called your reverse lockout. You don't ever want to push this thing forward when you're going forward into reverse, because you're basically going to take that fire pump trans and just blow it into a million pieces. So you unlock the actual shifter mechanism to go into reverse, so that way you can then go backward. And then if you want to go into park, again, you grab this little handle, and now you're in park. I know it's a little bit of a mouthful, but it's kind of like riding a bike or driving a manual car for the first time. You just have to do it a few times in a controlled environment to get comfortable with it, and then you're off and ready to rock and roll. So, again, 1st gear, I would say disappear, but honestly, 1st gear lasts like this much time. I could shift in the 2nd right now and be completely fine. I'm just gonna kind of turn the AC down. You can rev it up and listen when it needs to shift. Like right now, smooth as butter. So So when you're going around turns, you actually don't necessarily need to shift down in the first gear because it's such a tall, short gear. You can stay in second, use the power of the Cummins to just kind of tow your way right through. And if you even wanted to, you could actually come to a complete stop in second gear. And say you're just getting familiarized with all of this, you can stay in second and you can just crawl right out. No problem whatsoever. So we'll kind of get up to like 35, 40 miles an hour. We'll grab the handle. Now we're in third gear. All right, so first, second, and third, that's effectively all you'll ever need for around town driving. I'm gonna shift down because I'm dropping back down in kind of like that 10, 15 mile an hour range. And now, if you want to get a little fun with it, all right, I'm gonna turn the lockout button off. It's hot out right now, but when that turbo spools, baby, it just absolutely lights. And when you lock the converter, that's when both those wheels just start spinning freely, and then you can have a good time. Now, not gonna lie, that was an absolute blast of a vlog to make, and I can tell you what, you only have one decision to make that stands between the potential of you taking home either that truck or that truck right there. So if you absolutely had to pick, is it the race truck or is it the weekend warrior that you can do many things with your family with and also create one heck of a daily driver out of? Best part about making that decision is it's all good. You can get entered for both with one entry before they all come to an end July 6th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys, as always, for all the enthusiasm, the support, the camaraderie, the fellowship, and the excitement towards the build. We're unbelievably grateful for every single one of you, and we'll catch you in the next video.